This episode of the Community Workbench podcast is proudly sponsored by yours truly, Matt Norn of Remax Bell Park Realty. For all of your real estate needs, residential, commercial, rental, anything, call me 860-428-6534. Your dreams are my job. This episode of the Community Workbench podcast is also sponsored by Home Improvements by Brandon Long. Home Improvements by Brandon Long is a family owned and operated company. They specialize in quality custom remodeling work with in-house carpenters and tile guys who put quality of customer service above all else. For your next home improvement project, whether it be a kitchen, a bathroom, a deck, windows and doors, or new floors, give Brandon and his team a call. 860-942-6564. Thank you for your sponsorship, Brandon. Welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norn and Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the number one podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community so every week we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much whoever we feel like talking to. And this week we have the pleasure of speaking with the owner of Pawfect Stitch, Beth Tasca. Hi, Beth.
Hi,
How are you?
good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. So now you own basically a pet store of pet
No
accessories.
pets, no pet store.
Oh,
I work out of my home.
yeah.
Yep,
But in
that's the
for what?
way.
So like
That's
the
the way.
products.
Yeah,
that you
that's
do?
the way Facebook had it set up. That you
Okay,
couldn't.
right.
You can only be X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
And I'm a pet seamstress, and there's no such thing. So,
Okay. Nice.
yep. So that's that story.
Yeah. So what are the things? What kind of things do you make?
Oh, I make everything from cuddle sacks for exotics to, believe it or not, cuddle sacks for bearded dragons,
Yeah.
blankets. I have a bath line for dogs.
A bath liner.
Yep, all natural and organic. Paw balm. I do a little laundry detergent that's safe.
Oh.
I do some sprays, some perfume, all
Ah,
organic, all
nice.
natural.
Yeah. Wow.
But and so I do fleece blankets. I make tunnels, and I'm branching out some because I rescue guinea pigs, and when they pass away, I want it to be pretty. While you get a little place to put them, and it builds up. Big bulky things. So I make garden sticks for them.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're
Yeah.
galvanized. So
So they don't
yeah, you
rust.
can put them inside, outside, or put them there.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, yeah. So
So you must have a pretty elaborate workshop.
nope.
Is
I have a 2-bedroom house with a workstation, even in the kitchen.
Oh, nice. No, that's great.
Yeah, true that.
So what is a paw bomb? Is that what you
Paw
said?
balm.
So what is that?
It's for their paws. In the winter they get cracked in the
Okay.
winter.
Yeah.
And it has coconut oil, African shea butter. It's all natural, all organic,
Yeah.
and it's good for their paws. The hot spots that they get,
Yeah.
it's good.
Oop, that's okay.
Sorry. It's good. It's good for their elbows.
Yeah.
You and the wife can use it too.
Oh, nice.
I use it under my eyes for the bags, and it works great because it's all natural and organic.
Yeah.
Probably lick it all off.
It won't hurt them.
Yeah.
That's the
Right.
biggest thing.
Right.
My biggest thing is what we have that we can enjoy. I really believe that an animal should enjoy the same.
As
Like,
far
don't
as,
cheap on a blanket.
right.
Give
right.
them the
Yeah.
fleece. They love fleece.
Yeah.
And, just make the products safe and natural.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is like when you have commercial sprays that make our homes smell good and our candles smell good. Yes, they're using essential oils. If they're not therapeutic grade, they're cut with things that are toxic for the animals.
Oh, wow.
And you're actually putting toxins on your dogs.
Oh, okay.
So you've got to really, my thing is to make sure I'm 100% sure, and it goes on my animals first.
Right.
And my animals use everything I do. And
Yeah.
I make all the guinea pigs, all their stuff,
Yeah.
and the toys for my dog, which he's a little, some dogs can't have many toys, and most of the dogs I have had and have can't have the toys I make, but they're good for
Right.
other dogs. Yeah.
So when you make a toy, is it out of like something hard, or is it like a fabric?
No, I
Or
make a snuffle mat and a snuffle ball. I get a quality mat, and you make the fabric come out of it,
oh,
and
okay.
it hides treats.
Oh,
So I started making them. I had a dog with dementia, and
Oh, wow.
it's good for stimulating a dog. You know, you got to watch a dog with it always.
Yeah.
You don't ever leave any toy with any dog by themselves, especially if you know they're a chewer.
Right. Right.
But you hide the toys in them, and it's interactive.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
made
They got
out
to
of
figure out how
cloth.
to get it out of there.
It's just made out of, instead of the hard ones like that they end up cutting their mouths on because they're taking all the pieces off it.
Right. Or they're just
Yeah.
not power chewers.
Right,
Some of them.
right.
Some of them don't
And
enjoy chewing
correct,
as much. So
correct. And then you've got super chewers that I don't advise them for.
yeah, that would be my dogs.
Right.
I have two Weimaraners
No,
that they'll
no,
take.
not yours.
They'll take a bone and chew
They
it down
will.
to nothing.
how did you know your dog had dementia?
Mackie was 12. He was an American Bull Mastiff. He already exceeded his life with me 4 years.
Wow.
He started staring at the wall.
Okay.
And so and he would stare in other places, but then he started putting his head actually into the wall. So not only was it dementia, but he had a pituitary tumor, which when I'm not a vet, I'm not a vet, not a vet,
Yeah.
but it is said that if a dog puts their head into the actual wall and they already have dementia and they actually put it into the wall, just contact your vet.
Yeah.
Because that's one sign of it being something other than dementia.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it's really important
Yeah.
to, yeah.
One of my family members had a dog for 16 years. And
Yeah. That's a
she-
long time.
In the end, she was having trouble. If she went out to the bathroom, she'd have trouble finding her way back to
Right.
the house.
Or walk in circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would bark. Or,
Right.
Or the dog would bark, and sometimes you have to go out and help her back in.
Yeah. It's
So
just
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
It's just like us.
right.
It's just like us.
Yeah. They,
You know, but we have hospitals, we have people that can help us, and then you have the dog
Yeah. We have ways
that
of
has to
communicating.
rely
Yeah.
on, you know, maybe you and your wife.
Right.
Humans have everybody.
Yeah.
Our dogs have us.
And they have very limited
Yes,
communication.
correct.
So
And I think
yeah.
it's important that they have us in at 100%,
right.
not part percent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I get it. Yeah, for sure.
So even on the products that you put on your animals, whether they're mine or somebody else's,
Yeah.
as long as they're safe,
Yeah.
make sure they're safe.
Right.
Doesn't matter whose product it is.
Yeah.
Chemicals are chemicals. And our dogs are not designed like our bodies because we've grown up with chemicals and we're not going to get out of it. And your dogs aren't either, to some degree, with the dog foods. But you know what? We can make it better.
Yeah.
It's always can be made better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's good advice. So talk to me about the cuddle. What'd you call
Oh,
them?
cuddle sacks?
Cuddle sack. Yeah, what's that?
They're exactly what it sounds like. It's a little sack. And the exotic pets like to go into them and they cuddle in them.
When you say exotic pets, what does that mean?
Guinea pigs, hamsters, gerbils. I can make them this big and
Yeah.
I can make them as big for a cat or a small dog.
And that's the
It just
Hold
is
'em?
it's an opening and they go in it and they can't get out the other end so they can cuddle in it and it keeps them for guinea pigs. They're
Mm.
because they're such scaredy cats.
yeah.
They like them. They will run right into them, and they take shelter. They take cover.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's their
most of
safety
those-
spot.
Yeah, most
Yep.
even my dogs love their kennels.
Yes.
I saw them when they walked in.
Exactly.
They-
exactly
it's like
that.
their den, and we put
Right.
covers over it. It's not
Yep.
just a cage, an open air cage.
Right.
We have covers for them.
Right,
So that,
and that's good because it gives them. It's their. It's where they're gonna. You know, no matter how much they love us, they're
Right.
still prey animals. They're still gonna feel a little bit of unsafety sometimes.
yeah, yeah,
It's just it's given.
yeah,
We domesticated them.
We
Right.
did.
Yep.
yeah. Some of us have domesticated our dogs a little more than others.
What did you do? He's guilty. Look at him.
Not me. My wife more than.
You know what? It's usually the women, but not necessarily.
We have a mini dachshund that's like her best friend.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. They
So
they are.
she dachshunds love to burrow. So we had my mother-in-law had a regular sized dachshund, and both of them, they got into bed, they go right to the
They
bottom.
Right.
burrow right
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
right to the
Because they
bottom.
feel they even though they love us to death, like I said, they got to feel that safety.
Yeah, and some. I mean, we have a golden doodle too. He doesn't like to go under, although sometimes he goes under our bed. But
Sticks his head out.
yeah, he
He
usually
still
is in
wants to see
trouble.
what they're doing.
Oh, he goes under the
Yeah,
bed,
no, no, no,
not
under,
under the bed.
no, no, under,
Okay.
under the bed.
He wants to
And
see what they're
hide.
still doing.
Yeah. So he doesn't do that as much as Lily, but yeah, the dachshunds always
Yeah.
everywhere under blankets.
I'm not
everywhere they are.
surprised.
Yeah.
They do like it.
Yeah.
It's funny when the dachshund, we hear stories about the dachshund taking up Kyle's side of the bed.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like kicks him out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're small.
You would think that, and
Until
then
they
when
see
you're
it
Until
sleeping
they
in
lay-
bed, and you're
right?
like the one
Yeah.
thing that keeps you up all night
Yeah,
is that
but
dog.
They lay across it.
Yeah.
They don't lay
They-
this
yeah,
way.
exactly.
They
They-
gotta lay this
Yeah,
way.
they stretch out and kick you in the face.
It's true.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I go through that. Herbert does that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal. And he's a pity. He's got some strength.
Yeah.
Knock me right. I'm on the edge of the bed and he's got the whole bed.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. They
I-
don't.
Guess
they
what?
don't- They don't share well.
I
And then the golden doodle will find the smallest spot to put himself on a couch. He's
That's
like he'll
funny.
stare at it until you like move something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he'll be like, I can squeeze in there.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? I just deal with it and I go onto the edge of the bed and
Oh,
I
yeah.
fall
Yeah,
out.
they-
I-
They're those are the things we'll miss when they're gone.
Right.
Right.
and they're not here long enough.
No.
No.
No, they're not.
I agree.
They're just not. Nope.
Mm.
So,
So what's the most exotic pet that you've made something for?
as I made a bonding scarf for a snake
A
for
bonding
a
scarf.
10-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah, that scared.
What's a bonding scarf?
It's goes around the kid's neck or an adult,
Yeah.
and you can hold it. Opens up. So picture a donut that can open on,
On
the
the front.
inside of the round part,
Yeah.
and you can put the exotic pet in there. So a little girl came with her mother, and she was so small she could put the bonding scarf all around her whole body, and so she asked for it for her snake,
Wow.
and so. Yeah, I have the pictures on my Facebook. Yeah, the snake is in there.
Yeah, definitely mention your Facebook.
It's just Pawfect Stitch.
Pawfect Stitch,
Yes.
but also you have Herbie and his Twinkies.
Oh, Herbie and his Twinkies.
yeah,
Yes.
and there are just so many pictures. Everything's super cute.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Do you say a favor if you want to smile? Go on either one of our Facebook pages.
It's all about them.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about them. Everything I do is for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's really something special.
it is.
So
Because there's some, I don't, like I told you earlier, I do not like to post the pictures of how I've taken some in.
oh yeah,
I'm not like that.
yeah.
I
'Cause
want,
you rescue a lot, and some of them come in
I
bad
did,
shape.
I've had about 27.
Guinea pigs.
I've either rescued them like what I told you before,
Right.
how I
Yeah.
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 or like I had two of them that were dumped at a farm in 30-degree weather
Oh.
a couple years ago. I had two of those. You must have heard Plainfield. Somebody dumped a tote of them in some town.
So
Yeah.
are you well known in the area for rescuing them, and so people will call
You know
you?
what? I had all kinds of people always reach out because they, mostly through vendor shows and people asking me what that's for. And then I never not want to have a conversation about guinea pigs
Yeah.
because I really just love, and they're really, you think dogs and cats are neglected.
Oh.
You have no idea about the exotics.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
always
it's
thought
brutal.
exotics were reptiles, but I guess
No,
I
could
thought it was
be
from another country.
hedgehogs, anything. Oh,
I mean they were at one time.
Listen, I just learned a horse is exotic. That's what
So
I
really?
did not know
So-
that.
There were natural horses in North America
Mm-hmm.
that went to. So we humans brought them to Europe and bred them there too.
Right.
and then the ones in North America went extinct, and then Europeans brought them back.
I didn't know
over
that.
here. Yeah, that was part of the horse history. I don't know why I know
Wow.
that.
No, that's okay.
I
That's
forget
good.
what other podcast I was listening to, but yeah, there's
Yeah,
it was I don't know why it even came up. I can't even know, but that
right.
is like what I heard. I mean, I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but
And then we just learn again.
yeah,
You know what? If you're not learning something every day,
right,
you got to learn something every day. It's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
The yeah, so have you made stuff for horses? Did I see
I
like blankets and
I've
stuff?
I now make a horse blanket and I make a horse saddle pad.
Oh.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm working with my friend Janice, who has a horse. I'm a little nervous of horses.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
I'm just nervous of them. Um, and so I went to get dimensions of their legs because she wants me to make them leg warmers.
Oh,
So
okay.
They have, like,
that's gonna
socks on.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and try and figure out how to make the socks
yeah.
for her horse. And when I do something new that I've not done, I give that product to whoever
Right,
asks
to
for
try
it,
it out.
because if I make a mistake, it's still going to be okay for the pet. If
Yeah.
it's a seam that's not right, or if it's not, or when I go to a show, it's got to be perfection for me.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
got to
the
be
way
Pawfect.
it does. It does.
Love
Like
it.
it really does
Yeah.
for me. I'm harder probably on myself, but that's okay. So I will give them that. Like I didn't know how to make a bunny bumper bed, which is a little tiny bed for a bunny, and some woman wanted it, and I told her, give me a chance to figure it out for you,
Yeah,
and I will give it to you when if it has any mistakes, or even if it came out perfect, and then you can buy one, because I stand by what I do. I want to make it right for the
Yeah.
animal. If it's not if it's not designed right for the animal,
we got to
then it's
redesign
not
it.
going to be right for the animal.
Right.
It's like I make beds with not a lot of fluff, because it's kind of both ways. Some think get them real fluffy, it's fantastic for their bodies. And on the education side, or what somebody else may think, that is not, because it doesn't work with their frame. It doesn't it gives them too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Too much. Yeah.
like an animal
Right.
that lives out in the wild is usually sleeping on the hard ground
Right.
or soft grass at best.
And our animals do like our beds and
Yeah.
our couches, and most beds, you're not going to sink in them.
Right.
right.
Not like
Yeah, usually
you're
they're
not going to
firm.
sink in them. Right.
Right, especially when you're light as I mean,
Right.
some dogs are heavy, but
Right.
you know,
So for
a lot of them are
me,
not.
I have quite a little bit of animal education. I went to Three Rivers. I have my, which I don't use obviously anymore, but I have my horse instruction. I have, I'm certified in exotic, small animal, large animal, nutrition, basic nutrition, and exotic. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So-
awesome.
Yeah, I love animals. So
Yeah,
I
and
wanted
you-
to do something with
yeah.
that. I just changed to doing Pawfect stitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in the room with you for more than 5 minutes can tell how passionate you are.
Oh, it's bad.
really something to see.
Is it bad?
Oh, it's
it's not
great.
bad.
So
it's
I can
refreshing.
say it. I like
It's
them better than
refreshing.
people. Oh, good. I was afraid.
There are a lot of
You're not alone.
There's a lot of good people.
You're not alone in that.
Yeah, but you know what? There are a lot of good people. I just,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I just prefer animals.
Well, my dog's never given me attitude, so
Yeah, they don't have to put their hand on their hip and say no thanks,
no.
They're always happy to see you.
right?
Always
Fantastic.
happy to see you.
Like, how long have you been gone? I got the mail.
I know what you go. They go to the mailbox and they think you're leaving them for all day, like you're never coming back.
Now, do the guinea pigs have like a reaction like your dog would have when you get home? Do they have that? kind
If
of
I open the
excitement?
refrigerator or crinkle a bag,
Oh,
yeah, they all go off.
Oh,
It
so
doesn't matter.
they're food driven too.
Oh my!
we
yeah,
are also
any-
food driven.
Anybody who has had a guinea pig or knows anything about guinea pigs, they'll tell you all you have to do is open a refrigerator door. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it's
what
so
room you're
funny.
in, and they'll all go at it at once.
Wow. What does a guinea pig eat?
Hay, Timothy hay.
And they think that lives in the fridge.
Their diet is 90%, should be 90% hay,
Yeah.
but they can't produce vitamin C.
Oh wow.
Oh.
They cannot. So they need vitamin C, either supplement or by the kibble, getting good kibble. You don't want to get any kind of bad kibble.
Right.
You got to pay sometimes for what they need. And they get lettuce, but um, lettuce, they can have, you want to be careful with sugars because believe it or not, guinea pigs do get diabetes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I had one, and she actually wore a sensor just like me.
Oh
Wow.
Doctor, she was a Plainfield vet, and she censored, and so I had the first guinea pig ever censored.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, making her.
Yep.
I know. Actually, the same dog I was talking about earlier, when she was younger, she had diabetes, and you could see
Yeah.
just after a few days of giving her insulin shot, she would become running begging for it because
Right.
it made her feel better.
Well,
you
they
could
can't-
see it.
yeah.
You could see like they just I feel much better
Right.
now.
And they can't give guinea pigs insulin.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No, there's no way. How do you do the formula for that?
I-
They're a
'cause
pound.
They're so light.
They're only a pound and a half to 2.5 pounds, 3 max. Any bigger than that is, yeah.
Wow.
There's no way to give them insulin. I didn't want to try that with mine because I was afraid it was going to take her life.
So you just regulate the sugar?
I just was careful with her.
Yeah, regulate the
Yeah.
diet as best
Yeah.
as you can,
Yeah.
and then you get to monitor the sugars because she has.
She did. She had the little
Yeah.
recording thing and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. It was.
Was it
Yep.
like that was the device designed for animals that she had?
No, it's human sensor.
Oh.
Oh, it was a human.
It was a
one.
human sensor.
Oh, but they
yeah.
put it on her. And
Yeah.
yeah, it'll read their
Yeah,
bloodline too.
she's the first guinea pig that ever had that. I let the doctor collect the data,
Yeah.
and she went down. I forgot some kind of animal thing, and she was the first vet to think of it and first vet to actually do it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So it's kind of cool. So I could see for weeks. I think we did it for 8 weeks. But
Wow.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to do the insulin.
Yeah.
No.
No, I get it. It's all kind of experimental.
Nah,
so,
yeah.
At that point,
I
so.
the,
You
yeah,
chose the less invasive
yeah,
part.
absolutely.
and helped
I
it.
wasn't gonna because I thought she might die, and I didn't.
Yeah.
She could still have quality of life with diabetes as
Right.
long as I watched what she ate.
Yeah.
But that in doing the insulin, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Nah, no regrets. She lived another year.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Nice. How long does a guinea pig typically live?
4 to 7 years.
4 to 7 years.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, sometimes they're saying 4 to 8, 4 to 9, but academic, it's 4 to 7, and I don't think it's changed from that.
Yeah.
But it could have, but I don't think it has.
Yeah.
So
That's a good lifespan, I guess. I had a hamster, and when I was a kid.
they're only like a year and a half or 2 years, right?
Well, when I did the report on the hamster, I read a year. I had done a school
It's
report on
not
it,
long.
Yeah, we
and
had
they said
two
a
of
year, but mine lasted 3. So I had one all of junior
That's
high,
love.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
I'm convinced that that's love. It's just like a dog that is like Mackie was 140 pounds.
Yeah.
I
a big
spanned
dog.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past that,
the-
10. He was 12.
Wow.
I
there
had
you
a
go.
pit box, 14. And hopefully Herbert,
Yeah.
my newest little guy, hopefully he gets that too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
And you typically get pit bulls, or is it?
no, not necessarily. Mackie was an American bulldog.
Yeah.
Tucker, God, he was a pit box.
Okay. So
And then Herbert
Yeah.
he's
he's all pit.
97% pit,
Yeah.
2% Rottweiler, and 97% pit, 2%. Yeah,
2%.
no. What's the other one? Terrier.
Oh, okay.
It's a form of pit,
Yeah.
and like 1% Rottweiler.
Wow.
He's 100% pit,
Yeah. Might as well be.
and he's Axel pit.
What does that mean?
Oh my God, they really do like to go on counters and stuff.
Oh
They
no
go on
way.
counter. Oh yeah, no.
What is it called again?
Counter surfing.
Oh, a counter. Did you say a counter
The
pit?
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pits have a tendency to
climb and get
Yeah.
up on counters.
It just ended up on my dining room table the other day. I'm like, how'd you do that? He's old.
Yeah.
He's old. I don't get it.
Yeah.
They're motivated though.
Right.
They are
I don't-
very,
Yeah. Very.
especially by food.
Yeah.
Can be very headstrong.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So, yep. So, of
great.
course, yeah, anything for the animals.
Yeah.
There you go.
So tell us a little bit more about the products that you make. You had gone through the list. There's the cuddle.
I do a paw balm. I have a bath bomb.
So that's
It's a bath
or they
bomb.
throw it in
It's
the bath.
you take it in a bucket and the directions are on it, and
Yeah.
it's that too is all natural and organic again, and you just let it in warm water, pre-rinse, and then use the shampoo, and it makes the dog smell good. It's made with 100% natural, organic sage, clary sage.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else, because
You don't have to give away your secret
I'm
recipe.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good.
I think I'm still doing okay.
You're doing great.
Yeah. You're doing
But
awesome.
I
great.
can't remember offhand.
Yeah, that's fine. And
like-
like I said, you don't have to give away
Calla
your
Leo
secret-
flowers in
Ah,
there, and it's all good for their skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I do make wax melts. It's not a big deal. That's just if you want to have a little pet safe, friendly. I like the orange cinnamon because it's and it's non-toxic to the dogs. No candle. Warm it up. So
How do you warm it up?
with a warmer, a
They
candle
sell
warmer.
wax.
I make
It's a
yeah.
You just put it like on the stove.
no.
No.
They sell a device that you turn on and it heats and it has a little
Oh,
cup.
we have those.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I didn't know that was called a wax melt.
No. It's a warmer.
Yeah.
The warmer,
Yeah.
and then you put the wax
Yeah.
melt in.
on the top
Yeah.
of it.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have those.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good for you.
So I do that, and I make soap that the dog can use on the dog, and I use rosemary, and it's like I said, it's natural, so the mom and dad can use it too. But like if the dog gets into something and you don't have time to give the dog a bath, you can just use the soap and
Yeah.
take a washcloth, and it's safe.
okay.
There's no chemicals in it.
Yeah.
Yep. So the perfume,
Yeah.
and then I make a pet safe air freshener
Wow.
spray.
That's so cool. All the
For
products.
my car because when they dogs can smell sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I just go behind mine and go like that.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
2 Weimaraners. You got to vacuum like
Yeah.
twice a week.
I'm sure
Vacuum every day.
And it's funny because my first Weimaraner didn't shed nearly
they're
as
beautiful,
much.
by the way.
Oh,
Oh my
thank you.
goodness,
Thank you. Yeah, Ricky and Lucy. They
that's hysterical, Ricky. and
that-
Lucy.
they've been a lot of fun.
It's funny.
We got them in 2020, right at the beginning of everything shutting down.
Oh,
for
good. Yeah,
COVID.
but at least you kept them. That's why the shelters are still full with the dogs from COVID,
Oh wow.
Oh, everybody got them, and then
especially pits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got them. They're my second and third Weimaraner. My first Weimaraner did not shed hardly at all, just seasonally. It was really weird now to get this, totally different breeder, but
Well,
we're like, these guys shed a lot. So,
well, they're getting their spring summer coat.
yeah. But then I get it because if you don't vacuum enough or whatever, you start smelling it. And
Yeah.
it is
Yep.
what it is.
Yep.
But it's great you make these counteractive types of.
Oh, you know what? I'd like to keep what I do all pet, but I'm sure you know Joanne Fabrics is going out of business.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Oh,
I
it's
did.
it's going to hurt me in a terrible way. I have been
sorry.
looking for fleece, can't find any
Oh wow.
because all those cute patterns that I've used and I've had were exclusive
Yeah.
and they're gone with Joanne's.
Oh wow.
And nobody has stepped up to try to save any of that.
Wow.
So, and I've looked on, there's only really 10 places that sell fleece online,
Yeah.
and there's not enough of the cutesy patterns that I use.
Yeah.
I am worried about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You use fleece and.
I love
all
fleece.
of
It's
that.
my favorite, but I
Yeah.
use cotton, I use flannel. But fleece blankets are so much nicer
Yeah.
than flannel blankets. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Flannel's a nice
So.
trade off too. I like flannel.
Yeah, I do too, but Dogs like fleece.
Yeah.
Guinea pigs like, yeah, they just like fleece. So
Right.
most of my stuff is fleece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny. Before having dogs, I never thought that they could feel those different textures
Oh,
of like, I didn't
they're
realize
just like
that.
us.
But with our first Weimaraner, I was like, he will prefer like this softer fabric
Yeah.
over a different fabric. I didn't really think that they would feel that. I don't know why through their fur. I
See-
just like didn't realize that.
I believe with all my heart that they know so much more than what we know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also believe with all my heart that they deserve to have the finer fabric
Yeah.
rather than a lesser fabric that doesn't do the justice for another one to make it better.
Right.
So they do know. I believe they know.
Yeah.
But
My
I could
dog
be.
loves pillows.
Oh yeah,
Oakley, yeah. He'll
Yeah.
like,
pillows.
yeah. He doesn't drag him around, but yeah, on the couch, he'll pick a spot that has a pillow that he can put his head on.
Oh,
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they love them.
Yeah.
They love them. They give them what they want.
It
Yeah.
is funny how like every dog has their own little personality. Like
Well, I mean, just
have
like we
polar
do, right?
opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We,
But it's just funny. Like Lucy is definitely the one that can just like hang out, relax, have we kind of call her our little hippie dog because she's just like, let's go meditate kind of thing. That's how
funny.
that's the vibe we get from her. And then there's Ricky who's like, go go go. Where's
Is
the
that
bird?
the
Where's
one
the
that
bird?
slid in the front when I
Yeah,
came in?
yeah. That's Ricky. Yeah.
but
Ricky.
think about you
Beautiful.
and your brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. we expect animals to all act the same, and they don't.
Yeah. No.
You know,
But it's
they're all
funny, though.
different with a different personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes them great.
Yeah, Lucy loves laying on couches and furniture and just hanging out. Like, and my daughter loves it because they can curl up with a book anytime.
And the dog will just lay there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Ricky is more like my security detail right now. He's always following me around and stuff. He'll lay down next to me while I'm working, and then if I get up, he's like, "Let's go." It's just so
That's
funny how
funny.
they're like so quick to go from like dead sleep to okay, I'm on it.
That
I'm
would
with you.
Be like
We're walking.
fantastic if I woke up in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
And you could
bing,
just react like that. Get
your
like
eyes are open.
get a 20-minute nap, and then all of a
I
sudden just
can't.
be up and running.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah.
They are funny. But if they want to sleep and stay in bed, they're gonna stay in. They're not moving out of it until they're ready.
Oh no, yeah.
No,
Lily
they're on-
will, if we don't go to bed early enough, she's like, "Forget you guys," and
She'll
she'll
go.
go to the bedroom.
Oh, that's
and
good.
Climb
Oh, yeah.
underneath.
Bentley,
Aw.
Why are we still on the couch?
My first dog was like
funny.
that. He'd look at, especially if we were outside on a warm night having like a bonfire or whatever. He'd stand by the door and he's like, "You guys gonna let me in? You guys gonna let me in?"
Isn't he
It's so
cute?
funny how they like talk to you
Yeah,
by
they-
like just looking at you.
They do what they talk to us with their actions.
Yeah, for sure.
What they get
And
taught.
they anticipate things sometimes before you do.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
like-
Definitely
Mm-hmm.
true.
so
Especially if it's food related. I knew you were gonna drop.
yeah. Yeah, and the dogs bond with the little kids so much faster because they drop so much more food.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
Oakley will like religiously in the morning sit outside our daughter's door, and we have a gate there so that you don't have to have the door closed. And he will wait there and then paw at the gate to go wake
Oh,
her
that's
up
funny.
right at 7 o'clock.
So she can go
And-
right to
yeah,
get breakfast.
and so so then
Aw.
so he climbs on the bed, he'll wake her up, and if she doesn't get up right away, he'll just lay there on top of it around the bed.
That is
And
so
she
cute.
she loves it.
yeah.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
great.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
daughter
they-
used to have a routine kind of like that with Bentley. The first one, they'd come out and cuddle on the couch for a little while in the mornings.
I
got
think
pictures of it.
I swear they know that that's why they're here to make us
Yeah.
Yeah.
put us back together
Yeah.
sometimes.
To bark at every single thing
Yep.
that goes by the door.
As long as
We-
we feed them.
Today he barked at slow traffic. In his defense, he thought they were coming to the house, I guess, but he didn't bark when you pulled in.
I know, I
at
pull
like
up-
1 mile an hour.
I pull up. I am slow. I didn't get out of the truck right away because I was on the phone with somebody.
Funny.
And I'm like, oh, it's probably driving him nuts. That the dog's probably barking at me for driving up, and I didn't get out of the truck. And then I finally get off the phone with somebody. I walk in. The dog didn't even get off the couch until I walked through the door.
Yeah. We are protected.
Yeah,
The little ones.
Yeah.
If kisses and pets could deter us, we'd be
That's
protected.
true.
Yep.
So what else? You got the bombs, the perfumes.
Yeah.
How do
Make-
people? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I make memory prisms, and that's how I started making them anyway. So a friend of mine had lost a dog, a cat, and a guinea pig all in 1 week,
Oh, man.
and I wanted to give them something nice,
Yeah.
like something that would give them like a rainbow bridge.
Yeah.
I can't do that, so I made a hanging prism
Yeah.
with a little charm at the end that matched a guinea pig, a dog. Like I have Dotson, believe it or not.
Oh,
And
wow.
they go in your car. They can hang, or they can hang in your window.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I make those.
Nice.
So I'm trying to do other things that are still in my heart,
Right.
animal somehow
Yeah.
related
Yeah.
for your animal.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of urns.
Oh, you make urns?
Oh God, no.
Oh.
No, I have a lot of pet urns that I
Oh,
have my pets
from
in.
your pets. Yeah.
And you put a plant by it, it doesn't look as look at she's got 10 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
So Lori, she's a nice woman. She asked me if I thought I could design something for her. And I did. So I make them same but for plants. And I make them out of stone or whatever. And then I attach ends to it and I came up with it and stick it in the plant sideways. And it's like a plant necklace for the plant.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
focus on that rather than focus on the urns. They're
Yeah.
right there with the plant.
Yeah.
You focus on the plant,
Yeah.
and if the light hits it right, it's going to hit those crystals
Oh,
in the middle
okay. Yeah.
and give them the rainbow,
The rainbow.
rather than give them. I got 10, right?
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
urns.
Yeah.
Because if you're like me, I've kept my very first two Twinkies. I kept them and I had their ashes kept because
Yeah.
sentimental. They were
For sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
But I have 3 dogs, and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
with a couple of my family members.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just better for me. So I figured, why not make them?
Yeah. We still have Bentley's wooden box
Yeah.
of ashes.
We're gonna have 'em
in the
forever.
house. Yeah.
I
They're-
have order. They come with me when
And
I
it-
go. They come with me.
Yeah, it was wild when he passed away in Rhode Island at the hospital out there. Trying to think of their name.
Ocean State.
Ocean State, yeah.
Yep.
And so they were going to deal with cremating and whatnot, and we had to go back a few days later. And it was just really weird to me that when I got the box and I put it in the car in the front seat with me, like this whole thing of relief just kind of like
Yeah.
washed over me. It
Because
was
he's
really
back- he was back
strange.
home with
Yeah,
you.
it was like, oh, he's riding shotgun again. you know?
That's
It was
the
just-
thing, though.
it was
But that's
wild.
my hair went up. I got goosebumps because it's true. It was your connection with that dog.
Yeah,
You're gonna feel that.
yeah.
I wear Tucker.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
he's with
Yeah,
me
Yeah,
all over wherever I go because he was such a special dog.
yeah, yeah.
It was really just not that Mackie wasn't. I love Mackie, but Tucker had a lot of heartache in his life.
Oh, okay.
And so his death to me,
Yeah.
yeah. So
No, that you rescued, right?
Yep.
You rescued all.
I rescued from Mona's house.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit more about Mona's house.
Oh, I love
don't-
Mona's
don't know
house.
about Mona's house.
Mona's house is Elena. She's the owner. And to me, she's wonderful because she will take a dog that would be like a Tucker or Herbie, aggressive, where they can't be with other dogs. You know what I mean? She'll take and help any animal. And so they're so close to me because I've gotten my dogs from there.
Yeah.
And I think, it's my opinion, Elena, I've seen her myself do anything she can to help any animal, any animal. So I do try very hard to give 10% of my sales, but I just don't make a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't.
But every little bit helps.
But I'm still going to always try for that 10%. And then Elena's so sweet.
Yeah.
She will take mine and it will pay my little 10%
Yeah.
will pay for however many dogs can get adopted in a period of time.
Wow.
And it's
Yeah.
She's
So she fosters them and trains them.
she's the rescue. She
stuff.
owns them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually, I think she's either 2 or 3 straight years in a row. She's got the best rescue.
Oh wow.
She's right there in Gunjawamp Road in Groton.
Wow.
I really believe that her mission that she wanted, I think she's amazing.
Yeah.
But I also I like all rescues,
Yeah.
but Mona's is close to my heart because that's
Right. It was-
she takes with them with wheelchairs. She's amazing.
yeah.
She's amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But I like all the rescues.
yeah.
I'll help any rescue.
Yeah.
My second is Ray of Light. I love Ray of Light down in what is it, East Hampton, Haddam,
I don't know.
Haddam, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yep,
I'm just writing these down. I like to post them afterwards.
I love Ray of Light too. They do. They've got guinea pigs. They rescue guinea pigs down there at the yeah. They have let's see, donkeys, horses, chickens,
Wow.
and they rescue them and they live the They have a huge turtle.
Okay.
Like I'm talking bigger than
Like
you.
a tortoise.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's not bigger than you. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
He's big. He's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
love Ray of Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're another good one. I like I said, I like all the rescues. Paws for Cause,
Yeah.
all paws on deck, anything. I tend to like to do those fairs with them because the money that they raise is for the animals.
Yeah.
So
I always like when I think NBC Connecticut does it. They'll do like empty the shelter. It's not a fair, but like
Yeah. They'll do a promotion.
yeah,
for it.
and they'll be at
At
the
their
Saturday
rescue,
has like
yeah.
this promotion,
Right.
empty a shelter, and they most of the time do.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I remember,
it's hard.
yeah.
yeah. Back when I had cable years ago, they would like morning shows would come on every once in a while with like
Yeah,
a
adopt a
certain
pet.
cat,
Mm.
adopt a pet,
Yeah.
adopt this.
I think
one,
Facebook.
adopt-
Oh, yeah,
has
remember on the
replaced a lot
news?
of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
They used to have the Pet of the Week
yeah.
on Channel 8.
Okay.
God,
Maybe
that was a
that's
long
what I
time ago.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Betcha.
That's cool.
I love that too.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
they still do it, I think, but just not as often as they did.
Yeah.
I wish they would go back to doing it,
Right.
but
Well, maybe someone's listening.
I hope so. And
Yeah, that's it's always good to have that kind of cause,
Right.
And it's amazing that you donate 10%.
I try.
Yeah,
I try.
that's so cool.
It's hard. I'm not gonna say it's not.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I don't charge much for what I make because I do it really. I really just want them.
To have.
Especially most people, believe it or not, who I meet, now that's who I meet, including most of my friends, all adopt.
Yeah.
And for me, if you get a dog and you don't adopt it, that's okay. That's your thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I opt to adopt
yeah.
110%. And I'm going to do whatever I make and make it easy for people. I can't compete with Walmart. I can't compete with Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm competing with my own heart, if that makes sense to
Yeah.
you.
That's actually
Yeah.
quite
And
beautiful.
so I make
profound.
$3 to $5 on everything if I'm lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not enough to keep me going. But you know what? Like I told you earlier,
Yeah.
honestly, as hard as life can be for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
there's always some light
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's quite the passion project that you got.
I really do love what I do.
Yeah.
And I just,
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get you some more clients, some more customers.
yeah, I would like to get to the point where I can work from home,
Yeah. Now tell us a little bit about your online shop that you just set up.
Actually, you're going to meet Allie Mack.
Yes, we are.
Allie Mack
Set it up for you.
did my,
Website.
she did my Pawfect Stitch shop and my Pawfect swag.
Oh wow, Pawfect swag.
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen that?
I haven't seen it. That's so cool.
I have a guinea pig shower curtain.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
No, and I have it in my house. Right.
I would expect nothing less.
I told Allie what I wanted to do. People think I'm nuts, but then off camera production, she did all the pictures of the guinea pigs. I haven't downloaded them yet because I want realistic stuff and like coffee cups. shower curtain. Yeah. I want it to look real. So, Off Camera Production did a photo shoot with, at the time, I think I had 12 or 14 at the time. I don't remember. I could have had 10. But she did the photo shoot of all of them, and they came out beautiful.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out how to upload them yet. I want to. I'm not
Yeah.
very tech savvy.
Yeah.
So I gotta
We
wait.
understand that.
I gotta wait until I'm not very tech savvy. That's
Yeah.
my issue.
Right.
That's all, I'm behind getting that stuff done. But so Allie did that, and she made everything so I can add stuff. And I
Yeah.
sometimes forget, but
Right. If you don't do it every day.
so when you
tough.
went and saw the All Shop, you
Okay.
must not have seen Pawfect Swag.
I-
Pawfect Swag is under there.
Yeah.
So Pawfect Swag is a company that they make your stuff and you get a little bit of money from it.
Oh,
Oh,
Not
okay.
much.
Yeah. So you're kind of
No.
like
Yeah,
you're like the
it's-
salesperson of it,
It
and then
they
people
I-
can order it through
well,
them.
maybe that's a good question for Allie, because
Yeah.
how that works. I guess like they'll make, like his shirt says Rose Crown.
Yeah.
So there's a T-shirt that says Pawfect Princess. I have
Okay.
a Pawfect Princess.
That'll be a good
shirt.
one for Kyle for sure.
They give me the profit of just, so they'll sell the T-shirt, get back all their expenses,
Yeah.
and get back their money, and then they'll give me a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
But I don't do anything but think what I might want next.
right.
Right.
I have
Oh, that's cool.
slippers, shower curtain, and I actually have all of the above in my house.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I'm looking forward to getting them uploaded and putting the real photographs,
Yeah.
because I think that's, for me, it's about guinea pigs. So the real photographs, I want those. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm working on.
Do you mind if I read off your
Not
website?
at all.
All right.
Nope.
And your phone number? I can read that off too.
Yep.
Okay. So if you guys, anyone out there wants to purchase anything from Beth Tasca or Pawfect from a very professional pet seamstress, her phone number is 860-961-5636. And you can check out her link at www.linktree.com/pawfectstitch. And I think Kyle's going to add it to the notes or the comments. The notes.
Thank you.
What am I like?
It's fun. It's just it just is what I like.
Yeah.
It keeps my mind going.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I really do.
So, yeah, anyone out there, I encourage you to check out the Facebook. There's just so many beautiful pictures of animals and stuff. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't get lost in,
Guinea pigs.
animal reels and pictures,
Right.
and your website's perfect for that.
Thank you.
So, your Facebook page is perfect for that too.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, I think it's kind of because I really want to back up the fact that I want my own animals to have good and
Cool.
quality
yeah.
and nice things.
Yeah.
And I want it for mine. They use my products. I do.
Yeah.
And I care that what I put on my dog, and I care about the guinea pigs,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I care. So if it's not good enough for mine, it's not good enough for anybody else's.
Yeah.
No.
And it seems like you're thinking of everything, whether they ingest it or they're
Right.
just wearing it. And
Absolutely,
whatnot.
110%.
So, that's
Because
awesome.
there's just so much out there. Like, that's why I don't make stuffing toys. I won't do it. I will
Right.
not do it. Yeah, but I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, the only stuffing I really use is when I make the dog beds, because they're only like this thick.
Yeah.
They roll out. And so there's little pillows on the sides.
Okay.
And that's the only thing I will use stuffing with.
Yeah.
Because they want, when they're in their beds, they go to sleep. They're not playing.
Yeah.
But like the stuffing toys, it just makes me nervous for a dog.
Right.
They just are too quick. They're
Yeah,
too
they
quick.
certainly are.
Yep, they're too quick.
Yeah. And
So-
having power chewers, I know what it's like to lose a bed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Quickly.
Ask me how many feathers are in a down feather topper.
Oh, you get into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know the joke, and you picture the cartoon with them like, oh yeah, no.
Pillow fights and pillow.
My friend just
feathers
gave
everywhere.
it to me, and Tucker got it,
Oh boy.
and they were everywhere. I'm still finding feathers. And this was like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Wow.
Not kidding. There's a lot of feathers in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 That's funny.
True story, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the pictures right on my Facebook.
It is funny that,
Ah.
I mean, knock on wood, my dogs will chew wood.
No,
Literally.
sticks.
And sticks.
Yep.
Yeah. And they tend to just puke up what their body doesn't like.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
that's luck.
my brother had dogs that would chew stuff and spit it out. They wouldn't swallow any of it.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
like, that's crazy. How did you do that?
Yeah, that's good.
Weimaraners aren't like that. It's
No,
like, oh, puke.
a lot of dogs.
Oh, lunch.
Yeah.
Like I'm puppy proofed.
Yeah.
I am. And even though Herbert's old, and I'm really careful, I was making the prism stick for the garden.
Yeah.
I was making one for my friend. And it came when I buy the tops, and then they come with little screws in them that I don't need. And this time they put them in a little plastic bag instead of just the screw. And I didn't realize I dropped it. Herbert had it in his mouth last night. Scared the crap out of me.
Does he give it back?
Well, not willingly.
Not willingly. Yeah.
No.
So we have
So
one that
anything can happen. It's this big, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
with plastic and a screw, that would have been a bad thing.
That's scary. We have
Yeah.
one dog that will not give stuff up. That's Lucy.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, she's always had a thing with her mouth.
She
and
clenched down.
Yeah, she
won't give
clenches
it.
down, won't give it back. And then Ricky, it could be the most tasteful thing in the world to him. You say drop, he
And he'll drop
drops.
it.
Yeah, but that's a bird dog thing. You got to train him to do that, otherwise you
Right.
ruin your bird. So
Right. I've seen it only on Duck Dynasty.
Their dogs are very well trained.
yeah,
That's the only thing. That's the only time I ever really saw it that close and personal.
yeah,
Because I don't think I could watch it up close and personal.
yeah,
No.
yeah. But it's
Nope.
for food, so that's
Yeah.
one
That's
thing.
a
They do
different
eat
thing.
it,
Not
Yeah. No, it's a different
not
thing.
just-
It's like what the pheasant.
yeah,
It's like pheasant. You know what?
yeah.
They're beautiful, but it's still part. It's still very much part of our food chain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind people that I don't like. I don't do it, but like a deer and stuff, it's part. If they eat it, it's one thing.
Yeah.
I can't gut trophy.
No
I can't
wasting,
gut
no
it.
poaching.
Right. Correct.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, just do it the natural way.
Yeah.
You know, for food.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do.
No.
Nope.
Win-win.
It's delicious. Sorry.
Yeah.
It always- I had it once by an accident. Never do it again. And duck, no, I'm all set. No.
Gotcha.
Yep. No.
All right. Well, I thank you so much for coming out.
I thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, anytime. You know, it's I hope this helps. Hope we get some people out there to
But what you guys
buy
are
your
doing are
products.
amazing
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
because it gives people a small business. Like I just work from home,
Yeah.
but sometimes I don't feel as important because I just work from home. So sometimes you lack somebody thinking that I too am a small business and I too put my heart into my business.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the opportunity for that.
Oh, you're very,
Really
very
do.
welcome. So, yeah, and if you have any revelations or a bunch of new products, just you can let us know, and we can either have you back on again or we can,
Anytime
we
you'd
can do
like.
something. So,
It'd be my pleasure.
I'm glad you're much more comfortable now.
Remember when I came in?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you do great.
You guys made me.
great.
You did awesome.
It's because it's about the animals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Notice he didn't talk. He spread it out. Because I told him just do the guinea pig thing at first, and then I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I was okay. I
Yeah,
don't not
you were
bad.
great.
I'm all of me. Can't
Yeah.
help it.
Yep. That's awesome. That's what we like. That's what
Yeah.
we like to see, the real human behind all these small
This
businesses.
is the real human behind Pawfect Stitch. I can't make this
Yeah.
up.
And if you want to see the animals behind Pawfect Stitch, definitely check out the
Yes.
Pawfect Stitch Facebook and the Herbie's and his Twinkies. There's tons of cute pictures on there. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. The Community Workbench families are having their annual Spread the Love campaign. Please donate what you can when you can. These late winter months are the hardest for our local pantries and food shares to keep their shelves stocked. So please keep them in mind and try to spread the love. Also, try to spread the love to some of the animal sanctuaries and rescues, like Mona's House, Ray of Light Rescue, pause for cause, and all paws on deck. Those are all mentioned in the episode, and we encourage anytime we can share love with anyone or any animal in need. Even the cost of a coffee can go a long way at all of these places. Join us again next Monday night at 6, March 31st, when we talk with the owner and manager of Grill 37, Ian Farquhar and Sadie the Tremble. I hope I'm saying that right, Sadie. If not, I'm very sorry. You can correct me next week when you're on. We'll see you next Monday at 6. Until then, as always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, and donate local. Have great days, everybody.